Trolls.
Yes.
And it looks really awesome. I saw some of the early footage yesterday. I think that a lot of people are going to really like it for the musical aspect of it.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how the music itself is going to kind of set it apart from any other animated film this year?
Well, that's what attracted us to the project, is that it's got so much music in it, and it really helped when Justin Timberlake came aboard because he is our music supervisor.
Yeah, it's got classic songs, original songs.
It's got three songs all mashed together as one song.
And Justin kind of weaving it all together with his sonic mastery.
Yeah, he created like a cohesiveness to the whole story with the music.
So since he is the EP of the soundtrack, are you guys involved a lot with him, or did you kind of just let him take the reins in that?
Yes and no. Like,
Yeah.
what was the direction that you gave him when he? One of the songs in our film is "Can't Stop the Feeling,"
Which just came out. And it's
just
so
came
exciting.
out, and
Side.
it's a
Right.
great song, very catchy. And our direction to him for our story was what was it?
Well,
That
it
you
was,
told him?
Justin, just write a song that transforms a community's whole worldview. Go.
Go do it. And by the way, he goes and he did it. It's
And a lot of songs we had in the story already, or rough ideas of what they were, and so we worked with him, and he kind of made them, brought them more contemporary, and I mean, we also just kind of stood back and said, "Okay, you go. You're Justin Timberlake."
Yeah, not to mention when we have the
Yeah.
actors in, it's great to have our lead actor with us because he's helping them do the music. So when he really directs the actors when they're singing, and that's when I definitely I drift away and say, "Do
Right.
it,
I just sit in the
whatever
booth
he
and go,
says."
"Wow."
Yeah, it is like a magic trick. We always when
Yeah.
we watch these guys sing, we're like, "Wow, it's like a magic trick."
And also you get to see them voicing the characters. So you get to see them in the booth singing, you get to see them in
Yeah.
the booth voicing the character. Is it almost the same?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely comes from the same character point of view, except for when they're doing the acting, we're in the booth with them, and we're playing around and throwing around ideas, and they're improvising a lot of dialogue as well.
And when they sing, we leave the booth and we let Justin take over.
yeah.
Let's talk about Trolls, the story, because it is based on the toys with the colorful hair that we all remember. I actually even had Trolls when I was a
Nice.
kid.
Yeah.
And I think that everyone at some point, right, played with Trolls.
Yeah.
But how did you create this whole kind of backstory or news story for the toys?
Well, that's what was
Yeah.
inspiring about it, because it was just a toy that has stood the test of time for some reason with the hair. And what was really inspiring for Walt and I is that there was no story. So we got to create the story, and we got to create an entire world for
It
these
was a
characters.
blank slate.
Yeah.
Because there was no mythology, no characters, no world, and that's what was exciting.
And so they're such happy little characters. Their arms are outstretched, ready for a hug with a big smile. So we use this theme of happiness to inform the character design, the color, the music, and most importantly, the story. So we started there.
I like the hug watch.
Isn't that nice?
I know, I
Little
love
flower
that.
bloom.
Every hour.
We're gonna make
Hug
that.
Can you
time.
guys do the sound and do it together?
Here goes like
Yes.
a little watch that they wear, and it's got a tiny
Yeah.
flower on it. It goes bloom, hug time.
Oh, finally.
Don't you
Don't
ever
let go, Michael.
It's adorable.
That hurt my back a little.
That feels good.
Now,
That
did you
means
guys
it's
kind
working.
of have that idea from years ago when you went to college together?
Yeah, we used to hug all the time in college.
Hey, wait a minute. No, we didn't.
Not
No, it just
to talk
came. I
about.
think it came naturally out of the characters. If the trolls are so happy, they sing, they dance, they scrapbook, they hug.
hug. Yeah.
All this stuff was just kind of natural to them. Plus, a hug does feel good. It really
does,
does.
but you
I
have
know.
to hold
I
it.
almost wanted to get in on that hug right now.
You missed out.
I'm so far
You
away
missed
from
out.
you guys.
I know.
Although technically, the hug has to be
7 seconds to
Oh.
work.
Oh, okay.
But that's when HR goes, that's.
Yeah, that's too long of a hug. Not in the workplace, boys.
When did you guys know that you wanted to be directors?
Very early on, we went
Yeah.
to film school together at California Institute of the Arts.
Oh, so, yes.
Being
Cal Arts.
the kids want to know exactly what
Yes.
we're talking
Yeah,
about,
it's pretty
and
amazing.
that was
It's an
years and
amazing
years
place.
ago. Yeah.
It was Disney started that school, so it was a big influence on us. But I think even before that, I always wanted to do it when I was a kid.
I certainly didn't know that animation was going to be so big when I was going to school then.
Yeah.
I just knew that everyone was into it. It was an amazing collection of
artists.
people that we went to school with in our
Yeah.
class. It was like from Pixar, from
Yeah.
DreamWorks, like crazy.
Following Cal Arts, was it easy to get a job?
Well, it took a lot of hard work, for sure. But at the time when we were getting into the industry, it was a really fruitful time, I think, for
It was.
young
There's
people. And it is now.
The
too,
collection
yeah.
of people in our class are like stellar animators and directors now.
Yeah.
There's Pete Docter, there's Gendy Tartakovsky, there's the guy who created SpongeBob SquarePants, Steve Hillenburg. It was just like this amazing time in animation.
But it's
We're
time
like-
for a new generation.
Yeah.
As we step aside and retire here in Canada.
Stay
We're
here
never
in
going
Canada
back.
forever.
Yeah,
We're never going
we're not
back
going
home.
back. So kids, come on,
someone's got to finish this film,
Yeah.
and it's not going to be me.
But there's no healthy eating here, and it's just rosé all day, every
know.
day.
That's
It's
true.
it's such a tough life here.
I know.
I know.
I know.
It's pretty tough.
I've actually interviewed all of the names that you just listed because I feel like I also work
Oh,
at
yeah.
DreamWorks. I'm
Yeah.
there all the time.
Yeah.
We've been there for about 8 to 10 years, maybe, always visiting there. It's awesome there.
It's so
Well,
beautiful.
it's cool. I mean,
it's a campus. We call it a campus,
Yes.
and it's got that college feel to it. and
well,
a
here's what's great
community.
about kids is like there is a childlike quality to everyone that works in animation. I don't know what that is, but the thing that's the same from when you and I went to school together to what we're doing now is we still get into a big group, and this time it's for work, and we're trying to make each other laugh. Like, what's the funniest,
right.
weirdest thing that we can come up with that we could put in the Trolls film? And that feels like what's been happening since we knew each other
Yeah, at Cal
when we were kids.
Yeah, for sure.
At this point, after working on Shrek and now doing Trolls, would you say your job is easy for you now?
Easy? It's definitely the most fun I think we've had.
It's true.
But it's always a challenge. You
Yeah.
got to work hard, but we totally enjoy it.
What advice do you have for any young aspiring directors who maybe want to direct an animated film?
An animated film. Do you know what I would say that we learned the most
Yeah.
at Cal Arts? Our group of
Yeah.
very talented
Yes.
filmmakers that were there. I think it was story and character. That was something somehow
Always.
our class was really interested in telling stories. And I think
Yeah.
that's the most important thing. And I think that's why these animated films do so well, is because an audience goes and they really relate to the character that's in the film, and they're really following and interested in the story that's being told.
Yeah, there's definitely a technical side to making these movies, but our core and our history is in the story and the
Story
characters
informs
and the emotions
everything, yeah.
and the jokes.
Of course. all
That's
of
the
jokes.
fun part.
The hidden ones.
Yes.
And the ones
Yeah.
that
The ones that go
everyone gets,
here.
the ones that-
And the ones that
that-
go here.
Right here.
Are there any other personal qualities or characteristics that you think teens need if they really want to succeed in this industry?
Yeah, I think hard work. I mean, I said it before, but you have to be willing. I mean, we work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're always thinking about the movie. And I think if you have that kind of intent, you'll do well.
And think about your audience. You really want to tell a story and connect
Yeah,
with
connecting
someone.
with people, I
Connecting with
think.
other people is and that's hard to do with all the technology, but connecting with other people is really important.
Yes.
Did you guys have really long days while you were working on Trolls? Were you working the
Are you
9 to
kidding?
5?
Yes.
What were the hours?
Well, I'll tell you, sometimes we
Yeah.
work with some artists and technicians in India.
Yeah.
So there's a time difference there. And
You have to
so
start early. But spending time with our families is really important as well. You know, without that emotional connection, you know, why do it? So.
I don't think the movie would be as good either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made in Hollywood.
Thanks for watching this interview. As always, don't forget to subscribe and let us know what you think in the comment section below. For the next Made in Hollywood interview, click right here.